Greetings and welcome back to Big Bacon's Collection. Sorry, apparently the throat seems to be a little bit dry tonight. Today we're going to be looking at the G.I. Joe 50th Anniversary Faux Striker. Now this came in a 2-pack, and for the life of me I can't remember what the name of that 2-pack was. Desert Duel. Yeah? Yeah, I think that was it. So, this set came with the Faux Striker with Chuckles as the driver. The other half of that set was the Basilisk, which I've already reviewed for this channel. As always, we're going to start with the figure's accessories, check out the figure, and then we're going to look at the vehicle. So, this figure came with a dust mask, which for the longest time I kept on him. But as you can see, it's like absorbing paint from anything and everything it touches. So for now, it's just going to go into storage. It does sit on the body and covers half the face. Comes with a nicely painted, looks like a modified M4. Improved optics package, collapsible stock, magazine 203, and a suppressor. I ain't gonna lie, this is a nice looking weapon for a 4-inch Joe. Not perfectly detailed, but it does look really good. It comes with a tiny little itty bitty black knife. Traditional style grip. Shaped blade, but no detail to it. No blood groove, no edging, nothing. It comes with a itty bitty tiny little handgun. That looks nothing like a real world handgun. But that's okay, because they're supposed to be blasters, right? Both sides are detailed the exact same. And that itty bitty little blaster, if you look closely, has a really long barrel on the top. And that's because it comes with a itty bitty little suppressor that just pegs right under the barrel. Nice looking little piece. Now onto the Chuckles, or as I like to call him, Mad Eye. Those are some horrific eyes. These eyes haunt me in my sleep. Good skin tone though for somebody who's working out in the desert. Nicely painted and sculpted hair. Gotta love a guy who, even in the desert, finds a way to wear a Hawaiian themed shirt. Got his shoulder straps with his little sidearm in there, which is non-removable. Light colored pants, black belt, nicely detailed, a little bit of paint issue with the belt loops. Good silver paint up here in the front on the buckle. Pants are done in that really light colored denim look. Black knee pads, ammo holder on his left eye, silver paint for the buckling there. Now, I don't know about the real world, anybody who's ever worn a thigh holster knows that if it's not secured to the belt, the strap has to be a hell of a lot higher on the leg, or I'm sorry, a hell of a lot higher on the holster, or it's just going to flop. But I do love the fact that they put the strap, and they did paint the buckle down here. A pair of brown combat boots, and a small knife sheath. So, since he's going to be in the vehicle, we can give him his knife. Fits pretty well down into that knife sheath. And we can either put the weapon in there with the suppressor on, which will work. Or you can just pull the suppressor, drop it, and never find it again. I found it. Take the suppressor, put it in this little loop. Okay, loop. Maybe that's why I kept it on the weapon. Because, this hole does not seem to be big enough for the suppressor to actually fit in. So, he will be keeping it on the weapon. Articulation is basic. Head only allows for side to side. Arm hinges up well above 90. Does fully rotate. Single jointed elbow comes up to less than 90. Rotates at the elbow. Hand rotates. Torso crunch allows for that much movement forward, that much back. No side to side, but it does rotate. Legs kick out T-pose style. Or as my buddy Lawrence over at A Punk with Toys would say, he can do the full Jean-Claude Van Damme. Comes back that far, forward that far. Double jointed knee gives a really good range. Ankles rotate. Hinge back that far, forward this far. Now the foot striker is an off striker with a lot of add-ons. As with all off strikers, it's got the suspension built into it. Nice brush guard in the front with actual clear plastic headlights. It's got an add-on here of this metal hood cover, which provides a face screen for the driver for once a driver is protected. A couple spare fuel cans on the hood, which are removable. Got swing arms here for 50 cals, which I need to dig a couple out of storage. Instead of the standard topside blaster cannon, it has a Gatling gun. A little spin of this thing back here will rotate the barrels. The Gatling gun is multi-directional. You could twist it here or you could twist it up on the top. It will elevate, lower, and it will extend. So you could, in theory, have this thing riding up top, right over the hood. It can be done. But there's another purpose for that, and we'll get to that in a bit. Another add-on is this rolled up cover and these side arms that connect back here to a back deck. We'll get to all that in a minute. Dual sync guards antennas, although I don't see a sync guards in there on the dash. As with all the others, there is a fuel port right here in the engine cover. And with a little bit of work, you can actually open that cover to see the engine. I'm not going to right now because, well... So, the use of this dark gunmetal for the hubs looks really good. Black tires. Whole thing is in this base kind of really light beige color. The interior is done in, I don't even know what color to call that, but it looks good. Black dash. And then all these greeblings on the top are in that gunmetal gray. With the exception of the engine, the back decking, and part of the Gatling gun. Now, one thing that has always bothered the hell out of me is that hose. Because there is no way at this length of hose you can run it from here to the far side of this without kinking it. Piss me off. So apparently, with this thing, the big gimmick is you pull the poles off. Let me adjust this camera, give it a little bit more space. So you pull the poles off. Yeah, you come too, cover piece. Take the back deck off. And then peg these poles into this deck. Unroll this thing. Run it down over the antenna. Because yes, there's a hole in it for the antenna. I actually thought that far ahead. Although not too far ahead because, well, okay, this thing is in the way. And then if you unfurl it, you've got these hook-looking things. Then you pop off the weapon from the top. Plug it into the base to weigh it down more. And you've got a small mobile, I don't know, like an outpost. Nice shaded area to relax in. Now, the engineering required for this was some good thinking on the part of Hasbro. What can we do to add some extra value to this item? Great, good for you. The only issue I have is the suspension of disbelief. If this thing is steel, do you have any idea how hard something this large made of steel would be for a single guy to carry? To set all this up. It's a little out there, but I appreciate the effort. And then just as simply as it went together. Unhook that from there, slide it back up. Like I said, they did put a hole in there for the antenna. Fold in there, fold in here. And then we roll. And roll and roll. And you lick it and light it. Oh, sorry, wrong roll. But yeah, it's a nice little added bonus, I guess. Is the best way to word it. It's just not feasible for a single guy operating this thing to set up on his own. That's all I'm saying. Reattach this onto the back roll cage. Figuring out which poles go which side. Feed them through. Locks down in the back. Locks down on a peg in the front. Tried to get the front one pegged in from a distance through a camera lens. A little difficult. Same with this side. Boom. Boom. Let's re-secure the roll. And put the weapon back on top. And it's really that quick and easy. So let's get the driver in here. Which is a little bit more difficult to do with the... I should have thought ahead. A little more difficult to do when the entry area is cut in half by that pole. Knee pads keep getting caught up on the steering wheel. But eventually, he does go down in there. there you have it. The faux striker. With Chuckles. I forgot. I'm just going to put his weapon in the shotgun seat. Yeah, I'll straighten it up later. Now, unfortunately, I have yet to clear shelf space for more vehicles, because if you saw my flight pod video, you're quite aware that the shelves I've been using are full. I do have one with some crafting supplies on it that I have to clean off, but I just haven't gotten there yet. So unfortunately, we're going to wrap this one up right here. So, once again, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell, and I'll see y'all next time.